My career, it has happened many, many times since when someone would intimidate me or scare me and take something that I believe was mine, get between somebody and their paper. Taking a man's livelihood away from him is akin to killing him.
Lord have mercy. If you say that one more time, I'm going to choke out of you when I see you.
To my family, friends, supporters, and colleagues, I want to speak to you directly and from the heart. This is a shakedown. I'm going to be open, transparent, and defend myself because this isn't right. This is all being orchestrated by Tony Busby.
So now Dave Chappelle's stepping into the fire, and he's not holding back. Word is, he thinks the lawsuit against Shannon Sharpe ain't just about legal drama, it's a power play. Sources close to Dave say this whole thing smells like a setup, a slick, strategic hit job meant to knock Shannon off his throne and remind him who really runs the game. Let's break it down. Shannon Sharpe's been everywhere lately. His show Club Shay Shay is popping off. He's given a mic to truth tellers like Cat Williams and Monique, people who've straight up called out Hollywood's dirtiest secrets on camera. The elites, not happy about it. But here's the wild part. Right when Shannon's about to secure a $100 million deal, boom! This lawsuit drops out of nowhere. And guess what? That timing isn't sitting right with Dave Chappelle. Insiders say Dave tried to warn Shannon this might happen, especially after that Cat Williams episode blew up, breaking records and shaking up the whole internet. It became the most viewed interview in YouTube history. And now Dave sees this lawsuit as a warning shot, clear as day. This right here is the kind of message the industry loves to send when a black man starts getting too much power, pulling back the curtain and giving folks a real look behind the scenes. But now, the other side is swinging back hard. Tony Busby's not playing. He's accusing Shannon's camp of offering a $10 million hush deal to keep the alleged victim silent. And get this, Shannon admitted it. So now people are asking, if you're innocent, why pay up? But that's not even the worst part. The real bombshell? An audio clip allegedly has Shannon threatening to choke the ish out of the accuser. That's the kind of tape that turns headlines into full-blown scandals.
I don't know. Anything I say, you're just gonna like get mad at and you're just gonna hang up on me. So I feel like...
I'm not going to hang up on you. Here's what it is.
What does that even mean?
Nothing yet. You want to be a dick to me now, so...
I don't want to be. Don't manipulate me.
Oh, Lord have mercy. If you say that one more time, I'm going to fucking choke the shit out of you when I see you.
I don't...
You know what?
Oh, I don't want to be choked.
Yes, you do. I don't think you have a choice in that.
In another audio, he made a disturbing comment about a big black guy choking a small white woman.
Well, I'm not really interested in getting choked, so I guess we're going.
Yeah, I might choke you in public. Big black guy chokes small white woman.
It's not a good look, Shannon.
It's not a good look that you did with the shit you did to me.
Okay,
So what's the truth here? Is Shannon really guilty of something shady and trying to spin this as just another attack on a powerful black man? Or is Dave Chappelle onto something? Could this all be a carefully planned industry hit designed to tear Shannon down just as he's rising? There's smoke coming from every direction, and it's time to figure out who's really lighting the fire. All right, here's the full backstory on this lawsuit that's got everyone talking. On Sunday, April 20th, the bomb dropped. Jane Doe officially filed a lawsuit against Shannon Sharpe in Nevada, and what she's claiming is seriously disturbing. According to the court docs, Jane says she and Shannon first met at a Los Angeles gym back in 2023. She was just 19 years old, and Shannon was already in his 50s. From there, she says he started pursuing her hard, and things quickly spiraled into something dark. The woman is being represented by Tony Busby, Yeah, the same high-profile attorney from Houston who tried to take on Jay-Z and who's known for going after big names with massive lawsuits. Now here's what Jane Doe is alleging. She says that during their brief relationship, Shannon didn't just mistreat her. She claims he choked her, threatened her life, and even secretly recorded their private moments, then allegedly shared those recordings without her consent. And that's not all. In the complaint, she says Shannon told her things like he wanted to ruin her for any other man. That kind of statement is chilling on its own, but it doesn't stop there. She also claims Shannon figured out how to enter her apartment complex without her permission, basically showing up uninvited. Then comes the most intense part. Jane describes a terrifying moment where Shannon allegedly snapped on her while a gun was visibly nearby, sending her into full panic. According to the lawsuit, she was completely terrified for her life. Things get even more disturbing from here. According to the lawsuit, Jane Doe says she tried to share her location with friends, just in case things went south. But Shannon allegedly caught her mid-action. The second he realized what she was doing, she claims he grabbed her by the neck and snapped, "If you ever do that again, I will fucking kick you." That moment, according to Jane, was when her fear went from high to off the charts. But this wasn't the only thing that rattled her. The lawsuit brings up a separate incident involving another woman, Michelle. Back in September 2024, Shannon allegedly leaked a private moment with Michelle on Instagram Live. And though Michelle isn't the one suing him now, Jane says that moment shattered her trust. She says it left her terrified, not just emotionally, but also fearing for her physical health because of possible risk tied to his behavior. After that, Jane says she tried to cut ties, but according to the lawsuit, Shannon refused to let her go. Then comes one of the most serious allegations. On October 6, 2024, Jane says Shannon forced himself on her while she sobbed, saying she was too scared to fight back. She claims it didn't stop there, and that the situation only grew more traumatic. The complaint also outlines another alleged incident on January 2, 2025, where Jane says she was again assaulted against her will. According to her, the encounter only stopped after Shannon was done. According to the lawsuit, Jane Doe says she was crying and begging Shannon to stop over and over again, but her pleas were allegedly ignored. The legal complaint takes it even further. It straight up calls Shannon not just a former NFL star or media icon, but something much darker. It claims Shannon is a narcissistic manipulator who's been using his fame, power, and influence to control, dominate, and harm women for years, behind the scenes, far from the camera lights. Now Jane Doe says she's done staying silent. She's demanding justice, not just for herself, but to stop what she calls a pattern of abusive behavior. She's officially requested a jury trial and is seeking a staggering $50 million in damages. So how did Shannon respond? He didn't stay quiet either. He clapped back through a statement from his lawyer, Lanny Davis, who shared the response across social media. And here's where it gets messy. Davis revealed Jane Doe's real name, identifying her as Gabriella Zuniga. He also pointed out that Zuniga has a public presence on OnlyFans and Instagram, where she uses the handle @SheIsCarly. In his statement, Shannon claimed there were text messages between him and Zuniga proving that everything between them was fully consensual. But here's the twist. Those messages weren't actually shown. No screenshots, no receipts, just a claim. Shannon's legal team is swinging back hard. Instead of releasing screenshots, Shannon's lawyer quoted alleged texts from Zuniga, saying she sent Shannon graphic messages, like asking to be choked with a dog collar, and even saying she wanted him to impregnate her. According to his camp, these messages show it was all part of a consensual relationship, not abuse. Lanny Davis, Shannon's attorney, didn't hold back. He called Zuniga's lawsuit a blatant and cynical money grab, accusing her of trying to shake Shannon down for millions. In his words, the lawsuit is filled with lies, distortions, and misrepresentations, and he claims it will never hold up in court. Then there's the audio clip, the one where Shannon can allegedly be heard threatening to choke her. Davis says that recording was heavily edited to twist a consensual moment into something it wasn't. According to him, the full context paints a completely different picture. The defense says everything that happened between Shannon and Zuniga involved explicitly requested role play, with both parties engaging in adult fantasy scenarios that were discussed beforehand. Shannon is categorically denying all the serious accusations, especially the allegation of rape. His lawyer didn't mince words, saying Shannon sees this whole case as an egregious attempt at blackmail and that he's refusing to be intimidated. And Shannon himself, he's taken the fight to the internet. In a video he posted online, he flat out called the lawsuit a shakedown, and even accused Tony Busby of targeting high-profile black men, pointing out that Busby also recently filed a case against Jay-Z. Shannon's coming out swinging, claiming Tony Busby's playing the media like a fiddle, and now he's threatening to sue both Busby and Zuniga for defamation. But just when you thought it couldn't get any more chaotic, it does. Because now Shannon's own legal team has been forced to admit something wild. Earlier this year, he actually offered Zuniga $10 million to walk away quietly and drop the whole thing. Let that sink in. He's publicly calling her a liar and accusing her of blackmail. But behind the scenes, he allegedly tried to pay her off. So now everybody's asking, if this lawsuit is really bogus, why offer millions to make it disappear? Meanwhile, Tony Busby is clapping back hard. He jumped on Instagram to defend his client and called out Shannon's team for trying to play both sides. Busby said, on the one hand, Mr. Sharpe says this case is meritless, but on the other, he offered my client $10 million not to file it. And here's the kicker. That part's not even in dispute. Shannon's team confirmed the offer happened, but Zuniga, she turned it down and chose to take this all the way to court. Busby says now the other side is trying to discredit, dox, and attack both him and his client, but he's not backing down. We're not going to be intimidated, he posted. The gloves are off. And right when things hit a boiling point, Dave Chappelle's name pops back up. Sources close to him are saying once again that he tried to warn Shannon months ago that something like this could explode out of nowhere. Let's be real. This whole thing started heating up when Shannon began handing the mic to folks like Cat Williams, people who don't bite their tongue when it comes to exposing the big dogs in the industry. And now, word is Dave Chappelle tried to warn him. Once you start shaking the table, the people in power, they don't just sit back and watch. According to sources close to Dave, he told Shannon straight up, when you start making noise and climbing too fast, the industry will find a way to humble you. And now fans are clocking the timing of this lawsuit, and it's looking real suspicious. Why? Because this legal drama popped off right when Shannon was about to lock in a $100 million media deal. Coincidence? A lot of people aren't buying that. Dave said it before. Those 9-figure deals come with strings attached. And if you step out of line, best believe they'll snatch that check in your platform in the blink of an eye. And now things are taking a darker turn because folks online are starting to connect the dots between Shannon's rise and this sudden public takedown. It's not just about this one lawsuit anymore. People are saying this might be part of a bigger pattern. Think about it. Every time a powerful black figure starts breaking away from the script, something always hits them out of nowhere. Whether it's a scandal, a lawsuit, or some anonymous accusation, it almost always comes right before a major career milestone. And now with Shannon, it's lining up exactly the same way. First, he levels up his platform. Then he gives airtime to truth-tellers like Cat Williams. Then boom, right before he signs that $100 million deal, he's in court fighting for his reputation. So to wrap it all up, Shannon Sharpe is now in the fight of his life. A man who was just about to sign one of the biggest deals in sports media history is now being dragged through headlines, lawsuits, and accusations that could destroy everything he built. And while his legal team is trying to spin it as a shakedown, the $10 million offer says otherwise. The court of public opinion is already split. Some say it's a setup, others say this is the real Shannon finally being exposed. With Dave Chappelle warning him months in advance, Cat Williams setting the stage, and Tony Busby pushing forward no matter the heat, it's clear. This ain't over. And let's not ignore the flip side. A lot of fans aren't buying the setup angle at all. Some are calling it nothing but excuses, pointing out that even if the allegations turn out false, Shannon should have known better. People are saying straight up, a 56-year-old man messing with a 19-year-old, that's wild behavior, no matter how you spin it. One user on X posted, Shannon Sharpe is a 50-plus-year-old man. That girl was 19 when they met in 2023, younger than his youngest kid. He's a mess, and I don't feel bad for him. He had no business doing that. Another chimed in with, a lack of sexual discipline will really have you out here looking crazy. And someone else said it plain, Shannon was born during Jim Crow and paying for race play from a white woman born after Chris Paul got drafted. He looks insane on multiple levels. So what's the truth here? Is Shannon really being targeted by the powerful people Dave Chappelle warned him about, or is he just playing victim after getting caught in his own mess? If you made it this far, sound off in the comments. Is Shannon the target or the problem? Make sure to like, share, and subscribe if you want more deep dives like this.